Yeah, hey man, like that's too bad. I even watched another couple episodes of Anthony Bourdain, No Reservations for Portugal. For your, not sure if you're prepared for that, but I mean, like, you know, yeah, I had some other interesting little tidbits of trivia for you too, because for everybody who may not know, uh, Popeye, 1980 with Robin Williams, that was filmed in Malta, Spain. Or sorry, Spain? No, was it Portugal? I think it was Portugal. I'm not sure. I think it might have been. Maybe it was Spain. Oh, now I got to look it up again. Brain farting. Yeah, but yeah, no, like Popeye was filmed there. I remember reading. I remember reading about that, and like I bought a magazine, and like I did everything I could. I read everything to find out about that. About that movie. I loved that movie as a kid, even though it wasn't 100% loyal to the comics. But because, well, let's face it. I mean, the movie starts off with Popeye being a brawler already a seafaring brawler, and then suddenly, I mean, like, you know, it's not till literally the end of the movie. Well, I mean, like, sorry, spoiler alert for a 40-year-old movie, but yeah, Bluto stuffs. I mean, first of all, Popeye doesn't. The movie he starts off, he doesn't even like spinach. I couldn't believe that. I was like, what? I mean, but then you kind of sort of hope that maybe it might be the start of like one or two more movies, but nope, nothing happened after that. Hey, there you are.
Yeah.
Hey,
Oh, you can hear me.
there you are. Yeah.
Oh, hey,
You
great.
popped in.
Yeah. Yeah.
Hey.
No, good. Awesome.
Hey, it's my
All right.
monologue. Hey.
No, you want to hear it must be the internet, Rod, because I hooked up to Wi-Fi through my phone and like directly tethered. And so
Yeah.
it must be solar flares. I don't know, buddy. Just yeah.
Well,
Hey, thanks.
remember, I said that it's
Please
most
continue
likely. Yeah.
with the monologue.
Well, as I said,
I'm glad you can hear me.
Oh, yeah, now, yay. But
Yeah,
no,
just a second here. Let me.
I'm pretty sure it's the forest fires. I mean, like, first of all, I mean, there's wildfires on your side, although I know you're in Kelowna, not and you're still, that's quite a damn ways away from.
Oh yeah.
I mean, a ways away from the wildfires in BC, which is pretty much literally threatening Fort Nelson and Fort St. John. But also, like you said, there's also the fires are pretty much following the exact same path that they took in 2016. Right, it's closing on the town right tonight. And my buddy, he drove up to Fort McKay, which is a couple hours, about an hour north of Fort McMurray.
Okay.
And then he came back, and then like, holy cow, he spent 6 hours coming through Fort McMurray. It was like that's like something that should take maybe 20 minutes.
Yeah, I've got
people crowding to get out.
Wow, just because the amount of people trying to evacuate at the same time. Wow.
Yeah.
That's great. That's wow, crap. That's the unfortunate part of it, Rod, is these forest fires. I mean, they're sadly it goes hand in hand with living with people. And so it's always around areas that there's roads with people and people are trying to evacuate. And it's not like we can beam people out of there. Not yet.
Yeah.
But hey, have you heard of the drones that the fire department are experimenting with in big cities in Asia, trying to actually support an evacuation drone of like 4 to 5 to 6 people?
Wow.
Using drone technology, man. They're just trying, but who knows? Wouldn't that be great? That's
just
more realistic than transporter technology so far.
Have you seen? Yeah. Well, I highly recommend you check out this
Hello and
Some of you
welcome.
might have.
Sorry, everyone. Welcome,
Hey,
everyone.
yeah. Hey, Suzanne X Dean, Suzanne Dolan, Miskatonic Madman.
Mhm.
Hey, hey. Jedi
Fantastic.
Bill. Hey, how you doing,
Hey,
brother?
Jedi Bill. Hey, great to
Yeah,
have you here, Jedi Bill.
yeah. Oh, Susan Dolan can't be. Although I'm really beginning. I'm
Try.
beginning.
Well, no, she's got hearing aids though, so maybe she didn't plug them in.
Oh, oh, okay.
No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. Oh my God, Susan, I'm just kidding. Susan, I'm just kidding.
Uh,
Susan
as I
Dolan,
was
I'm
saying,
just kidding.
if you're a fan of any series that has appeared on Netflix, well, first of all, Netflix, I recommend Cobra Kai, of course, obviously. I just got a text from my buddy Dean. He's in Grassland right now. Grassland
Okay.
is at the Grassland is at the very end of the dual laned highway from called Highway 63. That's where I posted that sign that somebody changed the O to an A, so it looks like Fart McMurray.
Oh, that's funny. I
Yeah.
have not heard about a game that shut down Wall Street today. No,
No,
Suzanne
no, no.
texted me.
I'm sorry. I didn't. I got caught up. I got carried away with switching thoughts.
Oh,
I gotta
okay.
stop that.
And
I know.
hello, Miss Katonic. No, I'm with you, Rod. I love that kind of. As long as we get back to the point originally, I do the same thing, and I love it. Let's go wherever it leads us. It's like
Oh, I know,
jamming. It's
oh,
like
I know, but
musicians jamming.
I know, but it annoys the hell out of Lisa. I'm trying to change
Well,
that too.
yeah.
I,
Well, maybe she should unsubscribe from your channel. I'm kidding. Are you?
no,
Have
no.
you?
I mean,
Have you launched your channel yet?
I mean, I'm kind of already do have a channel, a channel, but I mean, like,
Mhm.
you know, I'm trying to think if I should just simply
You'd say
keep
Jedi
going
Bill.
on keep going on Rodd Thunderheart, or somebody else pointed out that Rodd 2D's Thunderheart is not claimed yet on YouTube.
Hey, that's pretty cool. That's awesome.
Yeah. But
I could use key cards.
yeah, I have two things. I'd like to actually start reading my book on YouTube. That way, I have a lot of truck
Mhm.
driver friends who would love if they could have like an Audible version of it, but like, since I'm not on Audible yet, um,
Mhm.
if I'm just reading it out over YouTube, why not? You know,
Yeah. Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah.
But getting back to what I was saying, when you were mentioning about the drones, it's funny you mentioned that because, um, okay,
Fantastic.
just as a quick side note, anybody who's I'm stronger the finish, 'cause I eat me spinach. I'm Popeye the
Popeye the
Sailor
Sailor
Man.
Man. Doot doot.
Yeah. But getting back to that, first off, I would for anybody who has not seen it, I highly recommend it. It's a series called Upload, and it's on Prime. And
Ooh. Okay. No, I've
first off,
not seen it.
the really cool thing is, I mean, first off, it's a really interesting premise. It's about this guy. He gets into a car accident, and then his girlfriend convinces him to upload his consciousness into a digital afterlife. And
Oh.
this digital afterlife is monitored by guys and girls that they call angels. And anytime the person or whoever in the digital afterlife wants something, they just angel, and then like they ask for food, drink, whatever, like sort of thing, and like they just concoct it right there.
Wow. Okay. That's interesting. Huh.
And then but then the series slowly takes a turn because then his own neighbor, David Choke, um, he's played by the cigarette smoking man from X-Files.
Oh, I think
Yeah,
he's Canadian, I believe.
well, this is filmed in Canada, in Vancouver, actually.
There you go.
Yes, it is. It is. In fact, a lot of people in there are Canadian, including, I mean, like the main character is Robbie Amell,
Well, yeah,
and
you can pay them less.
he's and he's
That's a
also
joke.
and he's also the cousin of Stephen Amell, who's Errol from CW Universe. and he was
Oh,
also
oh yeah.
yeah,
Okay,
yeah, and Stephen
maybe.
Amell was also Casey Jones in the Michael Bay Ninja
Ooh,
Tortoises.
now
Yeah,
now we're talking. Yeah, nice,
yeah, but both of them
fantastic.
are like obviously pretty fit dudes. You can tell, But um, yeah. Anyway, getting back to it, he finds out from his neighbor David, the cigarette smoking man, that well, the cigarette smoking man was like he said. So, what did you do when you were alive? And then he said he was like he kind of scratched his head. Oh, I was working on I think an app. And then all of a sudden, like the cigarette smoking man looks at him. He's like, "You're blanking on a product that you were making." And then he just kind of yeah. And then all of a sudden, like cigarette smoking man looks at him and he just says, "So you got murdered?" And then he was just kind of like, "What?" It's like, "You got murdered. You were blanking on your own device. Your own memories have been scrubbed. That's why." And then like he,
Whoa,
it's funny he said that because he's literally laying the blocks for his own the foundation for his own well eventual what his link is to it. But it's
that's
it's a
crazy.
yeah, it's a comedy, it's a drama, it's a
That's
romance, it's
you've got a fan in the chat, eh, of your voice. At least your cool audio tones are admired by Suzanne Eckstein, who says, "Oh, I could fall asleep listening to Rodd
oh
Thunderheart
well there
reading aloud."
there you go.
And would you like to
I'll
read?
have that for you
Speaking of
soon.
you reading, how about our
Yeah.
friend Mr. Angel? Do you mind reading what he has to say? Hello, Mr. Angel,
Hey, Mr. Angel.
and hail.
Oh my God, we already got 13 people. Wow.
Fantastic. Hey,
Yeah.
hello and welcome.
Yeah. Unfortunately, his mind was uploaded to TikTok, and now you hear him scream in agony between TikTok dances and TikTok challenges. No, not the cinnamon challenge.
Oh
No.
God, that was that. Oh my, that was right up there with the Tide Pod challenge. Oh my God, I did try to eat a little cinnamon, but I like cinnamon anyway, especially in my hot chocolate.
Oh, have you ever tried Fireball whiskey?
Have I? Are you kidding, man? I've been acquainted with that for a couple of decades now.
I was going to
Absolutely.
say you probably have it sitting there on the wall or something.
Yeah, no, because I've learned my lesson. See, it's
Hmm.
it's been a while. No, I haven't in a while. Hell
Hell is
is
when
when
your
your
mind is
man.
downloaded to TikTok. Mr. Angel said.
That makes sense. Yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely. I believe. Hello, hi, hail to everybody in the chat. Hello, Miskatonic Madman. A little cinnamon does go a long way. Sometimes, though, Rod, when I'm having hot chocolate and I like to make it with real
Oh,
whole
yeah,
milk or cream, and so I just add the nutmeg and the cinnamon on, the real
oh
powder
yeah,
because I grind them, or I have them
yeah,
ground, and I add a heap on top. Sometimes you do get
yeah,
like a good dose of the cinnamon that way. It's
yeah.
delicious. Love it. But yeah, fantastic. No kidding. Hey, hello and welcome everyone in the chat. Thanks for being here. Oh, so Rod, do you know? Hey, good evening. It is a wonderful evening out there. Today was wonderful, and I'm just going to remove. We're. How do I make it so that we uh, are revealing the background image there? How do we do that?
Hmm. You're asking the wrong guy because you've actually been on
Yeah,
StreamYard more than
no,
I have.
that's not it. Yeah.
I don't know. Maybe
Well,
Ranker Steve could if he was when
I mean,
somewhere around.
I can remove my image and just have you,
Hmm.
but then it just makes you
Hmm.
because anyway, it's a fantastic image, and I wish I could show it because it's a beautiful
Yeah.
evening shot. I wonder if I can pull it up another
Oh, you mean
way.
outside, or is that the fire? Or
It's our background. No, it's a famous fort in India in Rajasthan, actually. But
huh.
anyway, yeah. Did you get a chance? Speaking of outdoor evening sights, and the moon is visible in this shot too, behind us. It's a famous fortress in India. But did you get to see the aurora, the northern lights, a few nights ago? Because they were really intense here, weren't they?
Oh, you didn't see? I posted that on Twitter, and I also put that on my Insta.
Yeah, I
And
don't do those things. Yeah, no. Yeah, I
I
just
have a
message on Twitter. I
I
don't, yeah, go looking at things. No.
I have a book, so and it's a great way to help promote it. So,
I guess, yeah, that's true. That is
but
very true. Yeah.
no, my God, the Auroras was it was probably the most powerful display I've seen in
Wasn't it?
probably years.
Yeah. No
Yeah,
kidding. Yeah. I'm not surprised. Yeah, it really is. Um, I was uh, I was so impressed, Rod, with the purple, because I don't see that. I mean, when I was, in Whistler, we saw green and a bit
yeah,
of yellow sometimes because it's fairly, it's in northern latitude little. And then
yeah,
when I worked at the gold mine up in the Yukon, um, we occasionally would see purple, but it was often again the yellow and the green, but it would take up a larger portion of the sky, and you could hear them. You could hear the
yeah.
aurora if you had dead silence around you. If you're away from the city and you're away out in the country, or in
Like
this
where I
case
am.
at a gold mine where, yeah,
Yeah,
uh, the equipment is over the mountain and you're isolated at the quiet camp, um, you can hear the aurora or where you are. Yeah.
yeah.
And it's a crackling. How would you just? It's a crackling sound. It's an electric crackling,
Fire.
like a radio
That's
static.
all you can
Or
say. I'm
yeah,
thinking fire.
we talked about this the other night.
Yeah.
And I don't and we didn't get to say everything I wanted to say about it, but fire.
Oh no.
Yeah, yeah, that's accurate. Yeah. Hey, Snail Messiah. Good morning to you.
How you doing,
Oh,
Snail? What's up?
and
Yeah.
Mr. Angel, would you mind reading what Mr. Angel says here in the chat, Rod, please?
Yeah. Mr. Angel says this is the biggest solar storm in 22 years. So this millennium, or
Whoa. Yeah, well, pretty
this
much. Yeah.
this side of the millennium, I guess. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
Also, a good friend of mine,
Yeah.
we dropped out. We dropped out as friends for a little while, and then like you know how sometimes like I don't know, people go their own way, and then it's just like, all right, sure, whatever. And
Yeah.
then all of a sudden, like she resurfaced back in my life again. Well, as a friend, and
Yeah. Of course.
she, yeah, her name's Diana, and then like it's a Hispanic last name, and I can't pronounce it. But anyway, she's actually Argentinian, and some part of me says that her family is independently wealthy because she was
Oh
when I
yeah.
first
Okay.
yeah when I first started talking to her, she was working border security, but finally she just said, "Fuck it, I don't want to do this anymore." And then
Fair enough.
she turned around and she bought a house. Well, and then she said, "You know what? I don't want to live out here in Ontario either. I hate it. I hate Ontario." Good for her. So she's like, "You know what? I want to move out to Alberta." So she moved out to Alberta here, and she bought 3 houses.
Wow.
Yeah, 3 houses.
Whoa. And they're
Well,
not
one
exactly cheap in Alberta either.
one house, one condo, and I think she stays in the apartment slash condo. I think I don't know. Anyway, the point is that
Massive.
well,
Wow. That's
obviously
fantastic.
she can. Yeah, and uh, but like she moved out here, and then like I happened to clue her in on some of the historical things and significances of out here in Alberta. I mean, like an interesting thing is, for example, a lot of you probably don't know this, but Alberta is the largest rat-free land mass on the face of the planet. I don't think anybody knew.
Wow.
Did you?
Wow. No, I did not. No.
Yeah,
No, I did
I've
not know
even
that.
I've, yeah, I've even got history books that show like any good rat is a dead rat. And like actual like they put up signs like that in like the 20s and 30s, and like good lord, but like it worked. And like I admire that.
Wow.
And like I mean, like rats carry disease, they carry everything. It's like, oh man, that's beautiful. And like it's
Now I wonder if anyone in the chat can tell me where that is in India. But yeah, no, please continue, Rod. That the largest land rat free. So how they don't come in from the neighboring provinces or up from America because they don't recognize U.S. borders. Come on now.
Get this. There is a government hotline. No kidding. You can call
Yo,
the government, and you can tell them, "I think I spotted a rat," or "I think there's a rat nest or something out here," right? And
wow.
no word of a lie. They send like FBI agents out there, and then
Hello.
like and they just gas the shit out of them and kill the shit out of them.
But that's crazy.
Seriously,
Hello,
yeah,
Probable. Hello and welcome to you. So the rats just know to stay the hell out of
Alberta,
Alberta, I guess. No
yeah,
kidding. No
yeah,
kidding. Hey,
and
great.
like,
Look at the chat in here. Hey, great to have
holy
you in
cow!
here. Brahma Bull. Yeah, Miskatonic, Snail Messiah. I know it's early morning for you. Hello and welcome.
Oh, that must have been nice, eh? Were you able to hear it, Mr. Angel?
Enjoying coffee and breakfast too while watching the tube. Good for you.
Were you able to
It sounds
watch
like
or hear? Were you able to like Canadian Spider was saying, Mr. Angel? Were you able to hear the auroras? So.
we'll see. And yeah, just wait 3 more years, by the way. The next 7 year cycle of sunstorms is also coming. That's cool. And
Yeah,
Mr. Angel
I'm
says
surprised.
Agra, the Red Fort. Agra is a yeah, it's a town. It's where the Taj Mahal is. It's
Oh,
east
good guess.
of New
I couldn't have
Delhi.
got that.
It's about no, that's not where what this is. That's not the image I'm showing. I'm
Oh,
just
oh,
he when he says Agra, that's a town about 5 hours by train, slow train. Of east of New Delhi, and that's where the Taj Mahal is. But
oh, cool.
this is in Rajasthan, in the desert. So
Yeah.
good guess though. I love the Taj Mahal. Rod, did you know the Taj Mahal is actually quite a bit smaller than it looks? And it's made of translucent stone. So if you hold a flashlight up to the side to a corner of the building, it'll
That's
shine right through. You can see the
that,
light.
that's amazing.
Translucent stone. Yeah, it's amazing. And it's inside and outside. The whole building is made of stone like that. Yeah. And
Wow.
yeah, the tour guide did it right in front of me. So,
Huh,
oh,
nice.
and do you mind reading this from our friend Suzanne Dolan, please?
Susan Dolan says, "Lucky duck. I missed both the eclipse and the cosmic storm. Didn't see anything." I know. I mean, like, because people in southern Alberta they couldn't see any auroras because it was too foggy. And then the following night, that's when the bloody wildfire smoke came down, and then couldn't see anything then. But yeah, getting back to my friend Diana, um, she met a guy just literally out of the blue, and then decided, "Oh, get married. Okay, sure, whatever." Um,
What? That's a terrible idea. Out of the
yes, I
what?
agree. Oh no, hey man, I'm with you
I mean,
100%. I mean, like,
especially because nowadays you're getting in a contract with the government. It's not just the girl. That'd be fine if it was just the girl. But anyway,
no,
please continue. Out of the
remember
blue,
she's
yeah. Put some
remember
thought into
she's
it, folks. Put some thought into it.
remember she's the girl, not she met this guy. Not,
Oh,
but I know, and to be honest, I kind of had my fingers crossed, because like she's actually quite striking. I mean, pretty Argentinian, but oh well. On the other side of the coin, she's way too active. I mean, if you think I'm active, man, she's like
mhm.
wakes up.
Yeah.
She gets up at 4, and then starts hiking like all damn day.
That's awesome. That's fantastic, Rod.
No, that's good. But I mean,
Yeah.
but she's also one of those people who has literally no time for the internet or
Oh,
movies or
okay.
like anything. And like, I'm kind of like, well, come on, you gotta have some time for yourself, and
So, Mr. Angel answered your question. Mr. Angel in the chat says, I could not see it. I'm almost blind, but I could hear some strange buzzing in the sky. Well,
oh, nice.
it's exactly what it sounded like. And
Yep,
ooh, Rod, would you mind reading this from our friend Miskatonic Batman and perhaps answering?
yeah. The auroras make a sound. I didn't know that. That's right, they do. And actually, native legend goes back and saying that those are actually people who have passed on are trying to talk to you. And some say that if you some can understand them, actually.
Right. Hello, DJ Play Nice. Good to see you. Good friend of the channel's welcome.
Yeah.
And Mr. Angel says, well, or you go ahead, Rod, please.
Yeah, well, it's electrically charged particles hitting our atmosphere at high velocity, creating plasma. So yeah, you can hear it. Also smelled of ozone, like after a thunderstorm, I think.
Ooh, I love that smell.
Yeah.
I knew a girl that smelled like that once.
Yeah. I don't know what to say to that.
Oh, well, she used an ozonator at the hotel because it could have been just the room we were standing in.
Yep, rats carry bubonic plague from the fleas. Yeah.
Oh, yes. Oh, please go ahead. Read
Rats,
Susan Dolan's.
rats carry bubonic plague. It's from the fleas. Half the population from Europe died from bubonic because they were stupid and killed all the cats. We kept all the rat population in control. Absolutely. Yes. Yes. That was one of the things, I mean, because they're like, get out of here, cats, and like, and like, oh, see, Alley Cat, you're a treasured
There you go.
commodity, an animal in this world.
Mm-hmm. Spirit speaking and dancing, says Suzanne Eckstein. Yes, exactly, says the prayer girl. Okay, so if you like the image behind us, Rod, I will. I'll make us big again just for a second. And here it is. Here, this is the postcard that I got there. This is from the overhead shot of that.
Cow. Wow.
Sorry, the ring light on the camera doesn't make it easy. But anyway, that is the overhead shot of that.
Yeah.
And that is, there's the name of it there. If it can focus. No, maybe not. I'm going to try and read this right. Marangahar in Jodhpur. Jodhpur with a J, Jodhpur. It was made in 1459 AD. Maharanga. Here, let's see if I can make this better. Just a second, Rod. There we go. There it is. There's the fort in India, and that's how you spell it. Damn, no, the camera's not going to focus on that. But anyway, it's in the place called Jodhpur, which is in Rajasthan, and it's a famous desert area. The Great Thar Desert is near that area, and it's spelled Jodhpur, Jodhpur. I know I'm killing the pronunciation, but that is one hell of a beautiful fortress.
Yeah.
And I took this photo myself. This is not a postcard. The one I was holding up in my hand is a postcard.
Oh,
this
man.
is a photo I took myself. You will not find, well, I mean, you'll find similar photos from tourists, I suppose. But that particular photo is mine. Hey, look, it's our good friend, Tony, Stark of Iron.
I mentioned that a few minutes ago, but yeah.
Oh, sorry.
No, I get it. That's okay. And I get you're trying to focus here.
Well, that's why it's great having you on here, Rod, because exactly, that's exactly it. And is that the Amar Fort? No, Mr. Angel. No, it's the, like I said, the Maharanga Fort.
Oh.
And yeah, wish I could spell it correctly. But yeah, it is. I mean, I can. Oh, well, here's how you. I mean, it's spelled MEHRANGARH.
Good Lord, we got
Mehrangar.
25 people on now.
Anyway, yeah, fantastic, gorgeous fort. Loved it.
25 people.
India is really beautiful. Emperor projects, of course.
Protects.
Oh,
Yeah.
Emperor protects. The Emperor does protect.
Yeah.
Hail and hello.
Yeah.
Welcome. Yeah. Oh, fantastic, Tony. Good to have you here.
All right. You have a good night. You have a good night, Suzanne Eckstein. Yeah. Understood. Yeah. No. Thanks.
Oh, yeah. Good night.
Try to.
Right. Yeah. Thanks for. We're always happy to see you here.
Yeah.
Have a good night, Suzanne.
Hey, Spidey.
Yeah, yes. Go ahead.
I just sent you. All my.
Yes. All your.
I just sent you all my Aurora pictures. Did I zone out?
Oh. I don't know if maybe it was the internet or maybe it was something mental. I don't know.
No, maybe it's well. Anyway, just check on YouTube or not YouTube. Excuse me. Messenger and.
Okay.
And if you want, you can download those.
Okay, great.
Pictures, and then we can share them.
Yeah. All right. I will try. But yes. So, would you mind reading what our friend Mr. Angel has to say here, Rod?
Mr. Thanks. Angel said, "Yes, I know that name from history. Very famous fort, but I didn't know how it looked." Oh, no, but hey, you're one up above me.
Yeah, I hadn't heard of it really until I'd gotten there. But yeah, fantastic. Thanks for being here. And according to this, this region, yeah, it's the Rathor dynasty. Were the people, the royal family in the area, and yeah, I guess water was always an issue here, right? So, I bet you that was I believe that was the final demise of the fort. But anyway, Tony Stark says probably Des, I don't do a show. I'll be at a big party tomorrow. Yes.
Yeah.
I wonder if he's talking about Pop Culture Breakdown with Doomcock.
He probably is.
That's fantastic. Good for you.
Yeah.
And okay, Rod, I'm checking and I don't see them. No.
They should be all piled up.
Okay. Well,
the very last thing I sent you.
Okay. Well, when they arrive, I'll be happy to share them. Yeah, absolutely. Why not? And I'm gonna stop sharing that. So there, we're back. Yeah. So how hard was it for you to get out into an area that you could get away from the lights to see the aurora? And how long did it take for your eyes to adjust? Because it took mine for a good 15-20 minutes.
Really? Holy crap! I just walked outside the house and then just sat down on the grass and took a few pictures. But then, the first ones I took, they actually turned sideways. I don't know what's my crap. My phone's been doing that sometimes. I've had to turn my phone sideways. Okay. Yeah, I've had to turn my phone sideways, and then the picture will reorient so that when I look at them in the gallery, they'll be the right side up. And but no, there's some stunning shots, and
okay,
man, what's even funnier was that they didn't look that great, but I mean, when I had my phone and I just turned on the night setting on it.
Okay, right.
And the night setting, you can't move it though. The night setting, you got to hold it still for about 3 seconds. But when you do, oh my God, you get an absolutely stunning shot of the sky. That's 10 times more bright than it was on when you see it. I mean, it's still stunning to see in real life.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah.
but
Good
it's
to
just absolutely amazing when your phone just like,
Mhm. And
Okay, Carla Burton. No, it's
yeah, good night, Carla Burton.
yeah.
See you a
Good
bit
night.
later, perhaps.
Okay, I gotta
And
go and
hello
listen to Lord of the
to
Rings with the boys.
Real Wade
You join
Nation
me.
clips. Hello and
Hey,
welcome to
Real Weird
Wade.
Nation. Hey, right
Good to
on.
see you.
Good
Yeah,
to see
thanks
you,
for
man.
being here.
Yeah. Oh, it's funny. I was trying to turn in
Rod,
on his stream earlier, and then all of a sudden, like this,
Rod,
I
maybe
ended
you
up
can
having to. Yeah.
perhaps resend those, buddy, because unless you're talking about email, did you send them through Gmail, perhaps?
No, on Facebook Messenger.
Maybe they were too big because they didn't go through, buddy.
Oh, okay. You know what? Here, I'll send you. I'll send them 3 or 4 at a time.
Yeah, sure. Well, yeah. I don't want to. Yeah, that's plenty too. I'm not sure how much we want to go through here anyway, but yeah, the aurora was quite beautiful right around midnight here. I had to work early the next morning. As you know, I have a job driving a Zamboni, and it starts early in the morning. So yeah, I had to pack it in, but I did stay up till midnight watching them, and that was they were good. Like I said, green and some yellow and some of the rare uh, purpley pink, which was nice.
How's
So
that? Did they
yeah,
show up?
good to see you, everybody. Yeah, thanks for being here, everyone. And not on Messenger, but let me reload the page. We'll see. But and I don't have to go too far. I think I walked about 400 feet down the road here. Just my neighbor's a little farther down, so if I get away from my porch light and
Oh,
before
sure. Wade,
his,
what's up? Yeah.
I was able to. Yeah, it was good. Yeah, no, sorry, Rod, nothing yet.
Oh, and semi-formal. Not well. Okay, I don't want to put the cart before the horse, but But on the other hand, this is now kind of step 3. Um, the ice cream depot called me back, and they said they wanted to schedule
Yes,
me for a job interview.
good for
So
you. Fantastic. That's
yeah,
awesome. Great.
yeah. I mean, as opposed to freight, I mean, like when you're hauling freight, it can get kind of like, which is kind of
Yes.
why I mean, like as I said, I kind of thought about it and like, I didn't, I didn't mind, um, I didn't mind Niski Dispatch, but I mean, like, um, Action Express is basically they're just a bigger version of Niski Dispatch. And while I like Niski Dispatch, it just kind of like, I kind of want to move on, And then
Yeah.
how can you get upset delivering ice cream, you know?
Exactly right. You can't. You can't. No, that's fantastic. No, you're
Yeah,
always going to be happy.
yeah,
So this is another picture in that town of Jodhpur,
Chatpur.
Jodhpur. Yeah, Jodhpur. Another. Yeah, I was able to get on a camel and go on a overnight
Huh, nice.
camp out in the Great Thar Desert. So that was pretty good.
Wayne and
But
Schuster did a bit, and Johnny Wayne pretended to be a sheik from
Jai
uh,
Salman.
from the coun- from the country of Jodhpur.
Well,
So
Jaisalmer is also a nearby town that has similar forts and camel rides, but I recommend it too. Yeah,
Snail Messiah said, "I have coffee."
nice. Hey, Real Wade says, Rod, I'm sending you a question via X.
Okay, cool.
Absolutely. Mr. Angel says, if you guys both have Discord, it might be easier to send them in a DM. Yes, perhaps. Or Rodd Thunderheart, try sending them on X
I'm on.
because
I'm on
I've had
his.
good
I'm on. Oh, okay.
I've had
On
good luck on
X.
X. Yep. Yep,
Oh,
that'll work. That should work. Yeah, thanks, Mr. Angel. I appreciate that. Yeah, and while it was funny, Rod, while you, you 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 couldn't easily get alcohol in this part of India, not in Rajasthan anyway, but outside the fort to the tourists, and I think it was only available to the tourists. The guy that rented the
Oh shit!
camels and set up
Yeah.
the safari, he would send us around and the tourists to his buddy who would sell you pot cookies made with weed butter, and you would sell he would have two sizes, the smaller cookies for you, and then you could buy a bigger size cookie for your camel, so you and your camel could be on like a weed sort of trip together while you're cruising, a little body buzz while you're cruising the Great Thar Desert in the daytime. And he says, yeah, the big cookies for the camels or the Israelis. It's also for the Israelis. Apparently, they have a high tolerance. But yeah, that was a great trip, and just spending the
Huh.
night in the desert. It wasn't all that cold in that
Hey,
particular
I
part
just realized
of
I
India.
accidentally sent. Yeah, I'm sorry, I cut you off.
Yeah, that part of India, yeah, it wasn't really that cold at night. I think I had a hoodie, and that was all that was needed. But yeah, please go ahead, Rod.
Oh, it's actually that's about how cold it is right now. Is for me, I can go
Yep.
outside and I mean, look at me, I'm just
Hmm.
like shorts and a tank top. And in fact,
Yep.
yesterday morning was the first run I'd ever had this year in shorts and a tank top.
Ooh, okay. Yeah,
Yeah,
that's pretty early in the morning for that. I
yeah,
yeah,
4:30 too.
yeah, I was out in the shorts and tank top at 4:30 p.m.,
Hmm.
not a.m. That's crazy, Rod. Do you mind
Oh,
reading Snail Messiah?
sure. So, Snail Messiah says, Mr. Angel, I have no appetite this morning. Eating that piece of cake totally ruined my appetite. Ha 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 ha.
Ooh. And if I remember correctly, you're both in the Clubhouse Discord. Yes, we both are.
Yeah, we both
Absolutely.
are.
100%.
Hey,
I don't really go on Discord all that often, though.
hey, yeah, no, me neither. I mean, every time I log on, I've just got like 100 notices, and I'm just, oh,
Hmm.
and okay, so and so had a live stream, so and so had a live stream. Oh, somebody posted a video. Okay, Doomcock did this, you know, so and so did that. Hey,
Yeah.
Spidey, check
Yes.
your messenger now, because I realized I
Oh,
was
okay.
sending them to the wrong. I was sending them to the wrong guy.
Oh, all right.
My buddy,
He's
not
probably
you.
gonna be very confused. Okay. And do you mind reading this from Miskatonic Madman?
Sure. Late night coffee for me. I wonder why I'm up so late every night. I know my brother does too.
Yeah. And this, now guess where this is, chat. Guess where this is. And yep, okay, I got them now, Rod. Perfect.
South America.
Ooh, no,
Hmm.
not,
Okay.
not. Okay, yeah, yes. Oh my goodness. Oh, Rod, these are beautiful. I can't wait to show these to the people.
Oh, nice.
No, yeah, fantastic. Okay, yeah, I was able to get that many. Okay, great. Okay, and ooh, do you mind reading what
Snail.
Snail Messiah has invited us?
Canadian Spider-Man. I just invited you to my special my special secret super. Canadian Spider-Man, I just invited you to my special secret super duper madhouse Discord server. I can invite Rod too if he's interested. Yeah, sure. Yeah,
No,
absolutely.
absolutely.
Go
That's
for it.
fantastic. That sounds super duper cool.
Start by
Uh,
super secret, eh?
yeah. No, this, my friend, is in Thailand. Yeah,
I
little.
was gonna say, I bet it's probably more Asia. At first
Yeah,
I thought about it, but then I looked at the vegetation, and I'm like, it doesn't quite look. Yeah, okay.
yeah. There's an island that's got a party on it during the full moon every month, and it's not a massive party where everyone's listening to the same music. It's more like every establishment along the long beach, and there's like hundreds, have their own party going on. But the full moon party's on
Whoa.
Koh Samui. This is Koh Samui, and this is one of the main beaches on Koh Samui, and this is during the full moon party. Yeah, or in that weekend.
Ah,
I was there for a while.
oh, nice.
Anywho, yeah, it was gorgeous. I love the tropics, man. Love them. That's where my travel and Thailand in particular. Koh Samui is good for diving. Koh Tao is good for diving. Koh Samui is good for beaches and partying. But the little smaller island north of Koh Samui is where I was spending most of my time, and that's famous for scuba diving, and it translates to Turtle Island. Koh meaning island,
Right.
and Tao meaning turtle. So Turtle Island for the diving was spectacular, but there's a frequent ferry service that takes you to the party island.
Hmm.
And you know what I had for during that? And you stay up all night for the full moon party, and I did try it, Rod, and it was.
Yeah.
I know some native peoples here
Mhm.
partake in it. Was magic mushroom tea
Yeah.
and
Oh,
magic mushroom
nice.
milkshakes as well too. And it
I
it
have
just
those.
added a nice little highlight to the evening. It
Nice.
just perked the senses, the vision, and just enough
Yeah.
to heighten your senses, I would say.
Wow.
Yeah, fantastic. And no,
Hmm.
we do not talk about Fight Club. I agree, Mr. Angel. Yeah,
Discord fight.
Stark of Intra, Stark of Iron says super secret, eh? Yeah, well, there's no one
Well, of course, you'd be at the
no one
cool
really,
kids table, Stark. Or I mean, Tony.
no
Man,
one,
well, look at you. Yeah.
absolutely. What do you mean?
Damn straight,
He-
man.
Yeah, he's gonna give the cool table nanotech,
Oh yeah.
right? Then the cool
Yeah.
table will be totally cool. Do
Now
you mind
Messiah
reading?
says, Mr.
Yeah.
Angel, God, I need a. Yeah, I already knew what you were going to say. I need a good barbecue one of these days. Oh, I might do a food talk stream with Dad Man. I was wondering if he still wanted to be on as well. I will come up with a few recipes. Yeah, sure. Yeah, let him. I had some pasta earlier tonight. I am just stuffed, and I only had like a tiny. Well, it wasn't a tiny plate, but it
Oh, nice.
was only like maybe about 25% of what was in the giant pot in my crock pot. Or, no, well, it's not a crock pot. It's a cast iron pot.
Yeah, I love cast iron. I really do. Oh,
Oh yeah, no,
do you know what Miss Snell Messiah is talking about here?
it's like I don't know. You would know,
No,
should know more than me. It's like when we
no.
talk about food on Clobby's channel in the chat. We'll just talk food with everybody. Dad man, okay, all right,
I love talking food. Absolutely. Yep, 100%.
yeah,
And the food in Thailand was good. The glass noodle salad, which was made with rice noodles, was
yeah.
delicious and spicy, and so was the papaya salad. Like, it sounds not spicy. Papaya salad, I don't know what they put in it. In Thailand, was spicy as heck.
Yeah, I believe that. I've heard that. I've been warned about Thai food.
Okay.
Yeah.
And I've got another. See, do you notice the theme? All these evening shots that I'm.
Oh, of course. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, all evening shots. So I was just going through some of my pictures lately, Rod, and I came
Hmm.
up with a few.
Nice.
So some of the pictures that stood out to me, I thought I would set them aside in a file folder,
No, I'm glad you did.
and so that when I'm doing a live stream, I can just pull them up and we can talk about something. And I know that
Yeah, sure.
we were welcoming people in the chat earlier, and I thought, hey, it's a perfect opportunity to say good evening to them, and maybe throw up some evening shots
Yeah,
from different cool places that I knew of.
yeah.
And these are all shots that I've taken myself.
Nice. Yeah, I well, yeah. Figured.
So, what about Rod? What about this this truck driving job. I mean, I suppose ice cream is more difficult to spill than say lumber or oil, or I mean that sounds exciting if you get that, eh? And you're
Well,
gonna make people happy,
I'm
very
pretty sure I
happy.
know what pretty sure I know what I'll be doing. It'll be all packed into like small tiny containers, and then put onto a skid, and then most likely shrink wrapped.
Oh yeah, well they're
Um,
not gonna miss one or two containers missing, are they?
they probably will. I know. I've been a trucker 16 years, and I know how it works. Shit, man.
Okay.
I know stories of a company I used to work for, which I had nothing to do with, by the way, about the theft. I mean, because they'd found out because there was this truck with going up to Prince George with alcohol, and then the truck would stop somewhere along the way, and then the what do you call it, the seal would be broken on the trailer door, and
Oh
then
wow.
they would just pretend, and then all of a sudden, like, there would be some booze always missing from it, a fair amount of booze too. So then they finally just
Ooh.
nailed the guy, and then fired him with prejudice, then
Mm-hmm. Yep, that'll
and
happen.
probably charged him with theft too, quite likely. Yeah, but on the other hand, I mean, like, I'm pretty sure I'll be driving a reefer. That's translated. That means refrigerator. That's
Yes.
yeah, yeah. I'll be
Not not the
driving a
Bob Marley, not the Bob Marley reefer.
yeah, but I'll probably be driving with a reefer and going and delivering to certain places in and around Edmonton. So
That's nice.
cool.
All right.
Yeah.
Mr. Angel says, Canadian Spider-Man, I so want to taste that smoked deer of yours. Oh man, the smoked deer didn't last more than I think a month. Yeah, or a month and a half. I don't have any of the smoked left. However, I do have a rack of frozen deer ribs still in. I have one left, just half a rack in my freezer. I might take them over to my buddy's house and
Yeah.
convince him to smoke them. That would be.
Yeah, man. We're up to
There's not a
27
lot of.
people.
Yeah, that's fantastic.
Cool.
Wow.
How
Well,
you
that
doing, everybody?
sounds so. Rod, I mean, what made them think? What makes people think? I mean, sure enough, if maybe like the forklift, uh, sometimes when you're loading pallets onto trucks and maybe the fork sticks through like one of the boxes and like
Sometimes that
and
does happen.
exposes a little tub of ice cream, and maybe you could like manage to pry one of the little tubs of ice cream out and all forklift damage. But if you're going to steal bottles of liquor, that's a different story. And what makes them think they're not going to get caught? I mean, hello,
Exactly.
that's just, of course you're going to get caught these days,
Well, I mean, like, look, if you steal small, if you keep it, I mean, if you don't, I mean, it's if, for example, you don't take like 5
It's
kegs
it's
and
it's
like,
it's like a paper clip from work as opposed to a entire notebook or whatever, an entire
yeah,
stapler. Don't steal the entire stapler. Take a paper clip if you're
yeah, yeah,
gonna
yeah,
if you must.
yeah. But yeah, not that I'm, saying, but
No,
like,
not that we're
yeah.
advocating stealing, but we're just saying if someone were to do that, don't do anything like several bottles of liquor. That's
Don't
just
get
silly.
caught.
No, and don't get caught. That's it.
Yeah,
Would
yeah.
you mind reading or did you read this already? No.
No. Snail Messiah said Canadian Spider-Man, Star Trek. Oh yeah, okay, yeah. He's expanding further on what he was saying. Canadian Spider-Man, Saturday Night Trek on Star Trek Saturday Night on Cloby's channel. The chat would often devolve into a food chat. Hungry Boy would make me wanting burgers, and I came up with recipes for themed for sci-fi, etc.
Nice. That's awesome.
Nice.
Hey, do you know? Speaking of Clobby's channel, Rod. Speaking of Clobbering Times channel.
Yeah, 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 yeah. The Clobberino.
Love it. Yeah, I got to make a video for him, so without
Of
getting
course you
myself
do.
into too much trouble. Without getting myself into too much.
Of course, and I need to do that next time I'm in a truck.
Yes. Mr.
You know,
Angel, did he smoke it with weed? Oh, with the smoked deer, allegedly, perhaps. No, smoked it with my buddy has we have a lot of fruit trees in the Okanagan, and so he managed to get a hold of some plum wood. Some older plum trees need some pruning, and you cut off some branches. So he was able to get out of his own property some plum wood, and he smoked the venison with the plum wood from his
yeah.
own darn property. And the deer was shot just down the road, so it was all. I mean, forget the 100 mile. How about 100 meter practically? Like
Mhm.
very
Yeah.
local. Like yeah, within a kilometer. Within a kilometer. No exaggeration. Uh,
Hmm.
Low heat weed smoked meat. Use 4 plants mixed with a little whiskey, barrel wood, let it smoke for 18 hours, says Smell Messiah. I don't. That is probably not a well-known recipe, but I like it. Let me do a screen grab of that. That is definitely herbal.
Hmm.
And would you mind reading this, Rodd Thunderheart?
Sure. Mr. Angel, I already made the pasta a la cam. already made. I already made the pasta alla cannabis and the canna pancakes with honey. Don't make me go nuts with the deer.
Nice.
Right.
That's And Miskatonic Madman says, of the 4 pallets of booze that were shipped, 3 arrived safely. That's right. Damage to only 1.
I
Snellmaya.
have actually done that though, and not on purpose. It was I was less than
Mm-hmm.
impressed. It was when I was working first started working for Leduc Truck Service, and we were delivering booze, and these great big giant pallets of like beer bottles, and I was just like, I had a bad feeling about it just from the way they looked to me, and they also didn't look
Mm-hmm.
like they had enough shrink wrap around it. And then like we were we were taking it to I mean, because the truck had a power tailgate, or the trailer had a power tailgate, and then like I saw it, and then like the only good thing was that the proprietor, like the owner of the bar that we were delivering to, he's standing there and he watched the whole thing. And the new guy, and this guy he was only working for us for like maybe 2 weeks, and then like
Okay.
he only worked for
And,
2 weeks,
and
and all
this
of a
was
sudden,
booze. Yeah.
yeah, and then all of a sudden, like he literally went back to his old job, which was he was an ambulance helicopter pilot, which is like, well, what's he even doing, like trying to drive truck, man?
Wow. That's
Yeah,
crazy. Okay.
yeah, and then all of a sudden, like he literally dumped like an entire pallet of booze, well, like of beer bottles, and just
Yeah.
I saw it happen. I'm just kind of, you know, I just sat there and I watched it for a little bit. Then I finally, okay, fine. So then I got over and I stopped, helped them, put the broken shit on there and all that. And but oh man, and then I got blamed for it later. God damn, which is why I left Ludo Truck Service anyway, because every time I left them, every job after that I took after them went up, 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 like salaries. I mean,
Oh,
so screw them.
yeah. Yeah. No
Yeah,
kidding. Yeah.
yeah,
Oh, well, shoot.
yeah.
What, yeah, I mean, what are you thinking? I'd rather be flying a helicopter anyway, really. I mean, the money must be incredible, you would think. I don't know.
Well, yeah, probably way more than driving a truck. Tell you
Yeah.
that much.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
No kidding. But yeah, that's fascinating. Um, Now let's see. Oh, here we go. Yes, indeed. I saw this one. Snail Messiah says,
Hmm.
Mr. Angel, uh, 4 plants will not cost much, and the barrel planks are sometimes on sale. Not too expensive. It can be done, but that cow will be holy. Oh, yeah. Yep. One hell of an expensive meat smoking. No, there's a lot of shake weed around here. You can get weed for pretty cheap.
Yeah, and
I had
each
a
person can
moron
have
once.
four plants.
Oh, Rod, do you know anything about this? What Mr. Angel's speaking of?
I had a moron who once used rohendendron to shaving. Hey,
Rhododendron.
yeah, because that's actually what we chew in the in the pipe ceremony.
Interesting. Mr. Angel, why not use Mandrake while he's at it? Go that extra step. I recognize Mandrake as a cartoon hero. I don't know the plant. I can
I've heard of the
taste the
plant. Yeah.
toxins, yums, and I'm suddenly blind. Oh, yeah, okay. Several things in nature around here make you blind. That is true. Yes. Some mushrooms will definitely make you blind. Playing with yourself will not. Some mushrooms will.
Haven't done
Do
blind
you
yet.
do you mind reading Susan Dolan's chat, please, Rod?
Hey, Susan, you're still here. Hey,
Yes.
Canadian Spider-Man. I have a recipe for pemmican. Well, I'm pretty sure she means pemmican, which is
Yes.
spelled PEMMIKIN. Pemmican.
Yes.
Preserved grass-fed meat, beef,
Yes. Beautiful.
deer, elk, or buffalo, where the meat will stay good for years. Wow. Hey,
Yes.
yeah.
I researched that a little bit during
Yeah.
the COVID pandemic. Whoa. During the COVID pandemic. Yeah, fantastic, Rod.
Yeah. No, see here. Let me.
It's a good skill. Yeah, absolutely. It's a good skill to have.
Right here. Everything. Here's the things: firecraft, axecraft, knifecraft, sawcraft, bindcraft, cordage techniques. That is, sheltercraft, birches, the conifers, the willows, the shrubs, the moose, and the varying hair. The key provider. This is also something of a food book too. Not a
Yeah,
big
that's
food
important.
book, but still.
No, that's important. Yeah, good. I also have a couple of those type books. Love it. And Mr. Angel says, "Is that my nervous system shutting down?" Oh, that must be, what the Mandrake would do. Yeah, we don't want that.
Huh.
Snell Messiah says, "I worked at a brewery when I was 18. They got a new forklift driver who wanted to show his skills. Well, he had to clean up 4 pallets of newly brewed bottled beer, many of which exploded in your hand." Oh, that's a tragedy. That is liquor abuse.
Oh yeah, no, like that one dude. Yeah.
And mandrake root is amazingly toxic. Oh, okay.
Yep.
Yeah, that's probably why the cartoon villain was called Mandrake. Then maybe. I'm not sure. Yeah, I don't know how you'd probably get fired for that, wouldn't you?
They might give you a chance depending on how they,
They do a P test anyway.
At the very least, yeah.
You'd think.
Whoa, real? Of course it's
real.
Yeah.
That's in. That is Cobra whiskey, and that was in Vietnam, in Hanoi, and a couple of Canadian buddies, backpackers, and I, and their girlfriends,
showed that off.
and I all had some of that, and I don't really remember the later hours of that evening. No, that's pickled Cobra. That's real homemade whiskey, Vietnamese whiskey. Yeah.
No, you're absolutely right. And Anthony Bourdain drank that same stuff, and he also he even said too, because the camera kind of went blank, as if to kind of simulate him blacking out.
Yeah, that's.
And then,
I
he said,
remember.
And then he said
a couple hours after that, but not the whole night. Definitely not.
Yeah, that's exactly it. And he's like, I don't know how I got to my bed.
Yeah.
That's hilarious.
That was beautiful. And well, we didn't go crazy. We only had a couple of shots with it. I did take a much smaller bottle with an actual snake in it home, and was able to get it as a souvenir, all
Wow.
legal and stuff. Yeah, I claimed it and got it home in my bag, and it tasted like licking the underside of a frog is what that tasted like, Rod.
Oh,
In both cases, the reptile makes the whiskey. You'd think that the whiskey would overpower. No, the aftertaste is whiskey, but
oof.
the main taste is like licking what you'd imagine like licking the underside of a frog would be. Yeah. Oh,
And
no
Eugene Bird
cheeseburger.
says no cheeseburger lasts more than 10 minutes on my plate, let alone yours. Can I get an amen? Yep. Amen.
Amen. Oh dear. Oh, do you mind reading Mr. Angels?
Yeah, sure. Depending on the types of rohenadin, you get either a mild hallucinogen effect or splitting headache, or you get eternal
Ooh.
damnation. So
All right. Be careful.
it just cured my headache, really. So,
And Eugene Bird says, "Good morning to everybody. Thanks for being here." Oh, and Mr. Angel says, "No offense, but he will pass on the Cobra whiskey." And in Lao, there is an S on it, so a lot of people pronounce it Laos, but it is pronounced Lao over there anyway. They
yeah,
have
that's right.
similar.
Bourdain said that too. Sorry.
They also have similar bottles of alcohol with snakes in them. Yeah, a Lao Lao. Their homemade whiskey is called Lao Lao over there, and
Yeah.
Lao Lao will f you up, man. Yeah. Oh, here we go. DJ Play Nice. Road. Hey, first of all, we're men, so we don't know how to pronounce fucking
Rhododendron.
flowers.
Rhododendron.
Rohipnol. Rohypnol. The Rohip Riders.
Rohypnol.
The Rohypnol Riders from Lord of the Rings.
Hmm.
Rhododendron. 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 Dun-dun-dun-dun-dun-dun-dun-dun-dun. So I had a. Anyway, moving on. Yeah, that is I don't know what, but Southeast Asia has this thing for putting snakes in whiskey and selling it to white guys, and well, because we keep buying it, I suppose would be the answer.
They probably, yeah, that's
Because we
what
keep
most
buying
people
it.
want. Yeah.
That's why.
You know what? Somebody probably
these-
just came up with that like drunken thing. You know what?
100%.
I know what we should do. We should bottle up a Cobra and put a bunch of vodka in it
Sell it to the Canadians.
sell it to the Canadians or the Americans or the whoever the frick they are, and then we'll,
So these
to
are
the white
all
guy.
evening.
Yeah, and we'll just tell them that it's. We'll just tell them that it's that it's a what do you call it with the with your that makes you horny.
Aphrodisiac.
Yeah, yeah. We'll just tell them it's an
That's right.
aphrodisiac, and
Yeah,
they'll buy it like this.
Yeah, yeah. That's funny.
200 years later.
Well, the thing is, they're right, because yeah, I bought a bottle and we all enjoyed that. We had a few that evening,
Mm-hmm.
so yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't know, Rod. What I'm not one to pass up the experience just because it might taste bad, like I'm willing to give it a try, especially if it's homemade. Like, okay, that booze in where were we? We were in Ecuador. We were way out, some like an hour and a half in a dugout canoe with an outboard motor up the Amazon River in Ecuador. Pretty far out in the middle of nowhere, and these villages, it's been tradition for a long time for some of the elderly, especially the ladies. They would make alcohol by chewing up fermented fruit, and the ladies would chew it and then spit it out, and they would put it into this communal pot, and the saliva mixes with the sugars in the fruit and whatever else they put in there, and it made quite a strong homemade alcohol. And it sounds kind of gross, but when I was offered it, I'll try it. Why the heck not? It'll probably build up your tolerance to resistance to germs. And it was mildly alcoholic. It was nothing like whiskey or 40%, but you could tell it had a little bit.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Here we go. Mr.
Did you
Angel
see
says
that?
in Dutch, rhododendron. Oh, there we go. We're men. We don't know flowers.
Did you see
No,
that
rose tattoo.
What the flip was that Mel Gibson movie? That one with the is filmed 100% in like they spoke in, I believe it was either Mayan or Incan language.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that was in there. They had all the women chewing on certain things, and then it went into a pot, and then like somebody you would drink it.
Exactly. Yep. That's exactly. And it didn't taste disgusting, really. The thought of it was not pleasant, but when you're in Rome, you do what the Romans do, kind of.
Exactly. Yeah, when I was in Cozumel, when Robert, my brother, and I were in Cozumel, we went to the.
Yes.
Did you go and see the last Mayan? I mean, like obviously, there's probably there's probably just like some Mayan dude, and then like or some Hispanic dude, and he's just kind of like, yeah, hey, cuz, you want to do my job for a little while? And I'm like, yeah, sure. Take over, like last Mayan, sort of thing. And they showed how tequila was made, and yeah, and the
no, it doesn't. No, doesn't ring a bell.
Oh,
hello. Mikey says am I allowed to come on, gentlemen? I just can't sleep. Welcome, Mikey. Thanks for being here.
Yeah.
Hello and greetings.
Yeah. Yeah. Anyway, the my brother bought the 6-year tequila. We were allowed to, or did actually no. You know what? I think he did buy the 12-year tequila.
Ooh, nice.
And you know what? The insane thing was with the 12-year tequila. You didn't taste alcohol at all.
Really?
It was just a nice sugary thing. But oh my God, did it give you?
I've experienced that in Mexico this last year for sure.
And oh my God, did it give you? You got drunk like snap,
because it just goes down so nicely. I stuck with the 26. There last winter when I spent the whole winter in Mexico, I stuck with the 26% tequila, and I'm happy I did. That was a wise decision. It makes a difference.
Yeah.
So yeah, just so you don't go nuts.
Yeah.
But yeah. Well, hello, welcome. Hi. Oh, everyone is. And congrats on 404 subs. Oh, I hadn't noticed that I had surpassed 400. Thank you very much, Mikey. That's awesome. Thank you and welcome. And welcome. And do you mind reading what Mr. Angel has to say, Rodd?
Yeah. Tequila, my Achilles heel. We meet again. Why are you so damn yummy? Oh, I'm with him on that. Oh, nice.
It is. Yeah. And so that again is Koh Tao of Thailand. So this is the eastern coast. The eastern coast of Thailand.
Oh, wow. Funny. That looks very much like the Cuban sunset when I was standing on the beach at Varadero, and I had a picture. My brother took a picture.
Yeah, This is well. I mean, the other picture was in Koh Samui, just a little south of Koh
Right.
Tao, if memory serves. But yeah, this was the scuba divers' favorite island to hang out on. Like I said, on the East Coast. But
Yeah.
oh, hey, yeah, Rod, why don't we share the pictures that you sent me and see?
I've been waiting for you to share them.
I know. I've been looking for them, and I get distracted by these beautiful pictures. But yes, they should.
Eugene Bird asked, "Do you and Lisa drink on dates?" No, we've generally stayed dry. Because she's had her own problems with alcohol, and I can't deny sometimes that when I get carried away, I get carried away. So, and like the last person I want to do is get carried away in front of her with her. So,
Yeah,
mm,
that's right. Yep.
yeah,
Yeah, exactly.
yeah.
And this next one, Mr. Angel says, "I don't like liquor much, but tequila, more tequila."
Whoa.
Definitely. Hello. Yeah, okay. I found the pictures there, Rod.
Oh, sweet.
So let's see if I can pull them up here. Yeah, and when did you take these, Rod?
Man, these are just like 5 days ago.
Why isn't it letting me? Oh, okay, let's do it the old-fashioned. There's more than one way to skin a woodpecker.
Alley Cat just slept better on that. Since he didn't say skin a cat.
Of course not. I like cats. All right, I think. Let's go there. All right, Rod, I'm going to pull this up, and if you wouldn't mind describing
Sure.
when you took it, and just a little bit about what you saw, and maybe what you were seeing and what you were hearing.
It was Friday at midnight. It was Friday at midnight, and I actually didn't hear them, despite the amazing colors, which is funny because like when they're usually like that, they're usually so powerful that you do kind of hear it. You hear kind of like this, cool, So wow, it was just amazing. Those are the trees to the east of me. In fact, if you look carefully, you can see a camper. That's my brother's his trailer.
Oh, okay.
Camping trailer, I mean. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Gorgeous, Rod. And what time of the night did you say this was?
Oh, this is midnight.
Okay, right. And how many people were around that you noticed that were also watching, or were you just by yourself?
Just me.
Oh, okay, fantastic.
I love my brother, but he doesn't give a shit about this stuff.
Now I'm going to try and forward this, and let's see if this works here. All right, are you seeing a different one now?
Yes.
Okay. Oh, that worked. Okay, good, fantastic.
That's just a little bit slightly south of the that's actually kind of pointing just in front of the. Okay, there's the camper, like I said, and then the those are spruce trees.
Now, how tall are those trees, Rod, roughly, do you think?
Oh, they got to be about a good 30 feet, 25,
wow.
30 feet.
Okay, so those are decent-sized trees.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Like they're actually even taller than the power lines.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right. And how cold was it out?
Oh, what I'm wearing right now.
Oh, okay.
T-shirt weather, and it was probably like maybe plus 14. So